Hi, I'm Hope from the Denver Public Library, and this is how to read a basic cross-stitch pattern. Now, most patterns, whether you found them online or at a craft store or you happen to have found them in a library book, are going to have some key features in common. So I've got this pattern that I printed off the internet that shows what some of these features are. So one of the first things that you're going to notice is that you've got this grid pattern going on. There's 10 little squares in each of these bigger squares. And this is basically to help you read the pattern. It has nothing to do with the finished product. It's just so that you know, okay, from here to here is 10 stitches. So you can keep track of where you're at when you're going. The second thing that you might notice is these little arrows at the sides and the top and the bottom. These indicate where the center of the pattern is. This is usually more important for bigger, more complex pieces, but it's also useful if you just want to make sure that the pattern that you're stitching is going directly into the center of the cloth that you're stitching on, because you do want to make sure that you have those borders around all the edges so you can do things with it afterward. You'll notice on this one that the grid pattern is almost in the center, but not quite. It's one off from the center if you're going top to bottom. So the arrows can be a very important thing to keep track of. The last thing that you'll notice is this little key up top. I'll zoom in a little bit on that so you can read it better. This is going to show what colors the pattern maker thinks that you should use in the pattern. You don't have to use these colors if you don't have them or you don't like them. I quite frequently change the colors that I use. But this key is just useful for being able to tell one green from another, for instance. And you'll notice they have the little differences of whether there's a heart or a square in the middle of the color to help you keep track of what you're stitching. And that's it. That is the basics of reading a cross-stitch pattern.